Ever since I heard Kevin was from Hawaii, I was like, it really intrigued me. Not only because I wanted to always go visit there, but I've never met a student from, the state of Hawaii ever. I really do what actually.
Like my parents being immigrants, a lot of the Asian culture is, becoming a dentist, or a doctor, anything like that in the medical field, respect and giving back. I really found joy in the healthcare profession.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the vlog. Today I got a very special guest. He's one of my good friends here in Boston. We're both incoming D1 students. His story is very unique, ever since we started connecting and talking. He's a student from Hawaii. He's also Korean, but he's born and raised in the state of Hawaii. So I was like, you know what? We gotta get your story out there. We gotta put that information out there to see and connect with students who are from his same background and same state. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Kevin, baby. Welcome to the channel. So Kevin, real quick, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. I'm gonna ask you to introduce yourself. I'm gonna ask your favorite flavor of ice cream, and also your passions, your hobbies. I feel like coming from Hawaii, there's just so many things to do. Mm-hmm. So I feel your passions are completely different than mine that I do on a regular basis. And lastly, what is your greatest drive in the field of dentistry? What kept you going through the years, through all the hard times to get you to where you are today?
Mm-hmm. All right, so hi guys, my name is Kevin Kang. I was born and raised in Honolulu, Hawaii. I am Korean. Both my parents were immigrants and had me and my sister in Hawaii. My favorite flavor of ice cream is cookies and cream.
My man, baby. My man, best of both worlds.
Some of my hobbies in Hawaii, just like the regular, Hawaiian vibe. I like to go to the beach, I like to hang out with friends, One thing unique about me is I like to spearfish. So, catch my own food, share with my friends and family. That's really what that's about. That's
so cool, bro. That's crazy cool stuff. And what's your drive, man? What's got you going through the years, through undergrad, through the highs, the lows, the DAT, all that? What's your drive? What's your passion?
So my passion and drive is, definitely my friends and family. Everything I do for them. I want to succeed and, make them happy and proud of who I am. And, the real driving factor also is myself, being put in the position to succeed, being a tough shit with this guy right here.
My man.
It's like a dream come
I'm
true.
honored, bro. I'm honored.
So, we're in there,
We're always in there, baby. Never forget. Let's get it. Ooh, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, put a thumbs up. What really interests you in the field? The diversity, the different, what is it? What is it?
So what really attracted me is the patient-provider interaction, being around all these patients that really care about who you are and how they're getting treated. Really they have the respect for you, so you have to treat them with respect back.
100%. All right, so now we're gonna get into the interview and let's get this thing started. Let's go. I guess I want to start off with asking, was there any intimidation by the field itself of can I get in, what are my chances equivalent and fair compared to the rest of the population of students applying? Early on, did you think that you had to get out of the state to push yourself in a better chance, a different university to study at? Or where was your thought process early on?
So kind of going into my parents being immigrants, a lot of the Asian culture is, becoming a dentist, or a doctor, anything like that in the medical field. And just like him, we were kind of pushed to better ourselves and try to find passion in our lives. And growing up, I was really pushed into the medical field, and I wasn't really sure that if it was something that I really wanted to do. But growing up and being taught respect and giving back, I really found joy in the healthcare profession. And I really thought about pursuing the medical field in college.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, but the GPA doesn't always go your way, and schooling can be hard. So
what was your major, Kevin, undergrad?
So it was biology.
Biology. So you stayed consistent throughout biology in undergrad.
Mm-hmm. So it was difficult, going straight into general chemistry and calculus. I struggled. I had my fair share of struggles.
Did you always know you wanted to leave the state of Hawaii for undergrad? to put you, because at that point in high school, you're set on the medical field, you're set on maybe dentistry, whatever. Did you think you would be in a better position if you left the state to be more competitive for applications for school?
Yeah, of course. So being in Hawaii is very a small, tight-knit community. There's not really much to do in terms of self-growth because you're always in the same environment. So, definitely want to go out of state for school and, find these different opportunities that weren't given in my state.
So add more variety to your exposure, give you more options by going out of state. And then throughout college, you had your struggles early on, you said. What was the main, like being from a different state, coming into, you for undergrad came to Massachusetts, right? Finished undergrad here, you went back to Hawaii, and then you got into Tufts, and now you're back in the state of Massachusetts, Boston.
Yeah.
So throughout this whole process, right, was there any obstacle from being from the state of Hawaii that you thought you had to, it took you a while to overcome maybe away from family that affect you anyway? What was the main, out of academic, not academic related obstacle that you found yourself overcoming, highlighting, recognizing, and pushing forward and going to the next level?
So obviously moving to a different area by yourself, fresh out of high school, was a big challenge for me. So adjusting to all the social life, the new culture, the new weather. It really doesn't snow at all in Hawaii, so being just jumped into the New England weather was pretty tough, and it's kind of hard, but we in there.
We in there, baby. That's right. Most definitely. I mean, you seem like you're doing well now too. So, how often would you go see your family during undergrad?
During undergrad, I used to go every summer break and winter break. Not really Thanksgiving because that was only a weekend.
So academically now, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, I feel like each one's a level of self-growth, both academically and personally.
Course, yeah.
So I'm assuming, you said earlier, the course load was a lot. There's a lot of different aspects, dynamics going on. Your personal growth of prioritization, new state. So for a student out there, any tips of the mentality they should have coming in, undergrad at least?
Yeah, coming in, you should always be open-minded because you never know what you're going to get yourself into and all the new things that you're going to see. So you should always have an open mind going into things.
So embracing the situations and stuff like that.
And also be open to meeting new people because coming from Hawaii, there's always a set amount of people, amount of cultures that you are exposed to. So coming to Boston is definitely a melting pot of different cultures, meeting this Persian guy right here.
This South Korean guy.
Really.
Our whole friend group's literally from.
Yeah, very diverse.
Very extreme. No two people are the same.
Yeah.
Which is beautiful. It's a great thing. So when you start freshman year of college, right? Regarding your mindset, when are you really thinking about ADSES applications? When are you really thinking about what do I need to do? What do I need to get? And also the extracurriculars that I need to put in to make myself competitive.
All right, so the first step in, kind of becoming a dental student or applying to become a dental student is, doing well in school. So, you want to always give your 110% in school, and there's always going to be some parties that you want to go to,
no, for sure,
hang with friends, but always stay true to yourself and stay focused.
I mean, also that's a huge thing though when there's so much exposure, so many different things going on, but your plan doesn't necessarily match with your friend's plan.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if that kid wants to be going out 4 times a week, 3 times a week, that might not mesh with your goals.
Yeah, and it can be a linguistics major. They have just
completely different.
Yeah,
you guys might be friends, but your paths are completely different, and it's very important not to get influenced by other things.
Agreed.
Because you're definitely gonna regret it in the end. It means it'll take more time to bounce back for sure.
Obviously take the correct classes that dental schools require.
The prerequisites.
So, prerequisites. Yeah. So. Always be on top of that, always do your research and, create your own plan so that you can fulfill each step so that you're not falling behind, and it gives you the best platform to succeed.
You got your grades going on, you took your DAT obviously, all of us have to. With your extracurriculars, your shadowing hours, right? Where did you get those done? Did you get those done here in Boston? when you were in undergrad, or did you get those done in Hawaii?
So I really wanted to pursue the dental track. Maybe my sophomore year of college. I was always on the pre-med track and kind of decided to branch out and find new different professions that I would be interested in. So during my sophomore year, I think maybe winter, I started shadowing a general dentist in my area. And I really liked it. I thought that I could do it, and that was my first exposure behind the scenes in a dentist's office.
Nice.
Instead of being a patient.
So sophomore year is also early on. You're 19, 20 years old, right? And then did that solidify this is it? Was that like in your moment? Was that it?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. So
Okay.
after that, maybe the next summer after, I shadowed the endodontist.
Hawaii.
In Hawaii, yeah.
So you would go back every summer to Hawaii?
I did, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So I got new exposure to that. I wanted to see a different side of dentistry, shadowing a specialized doctor.
Nice.
And, I really enjoyed that also. I really met great people there. And, it was really fascinating to see, the intricacies of endodontist work.
And it's crazy because 5 years later, in a sense, the very first thing you said that you're passionate about is the different dynamics of dentistry, the different specialties of dentistry.
Yeah. So the really turning point in my life, in my career towards dentistry, was working as a dentist assistant. So during that time, this was after I graduated from Brandeis in 2019. So I spent about 2 years working as a dentist assistant, and learned a lot more than I could even imagine. Yeah, just really.
So that hands-on experience, not just shadowing, but being involved.
Being in someone's mouth, talking to all your patients when they walk in the door, making them feel comfortable, all that stuff, really ties into the true passion for dentistry.
That's it. You gotta really get in that mouth to feel what it's like to be in this, this field, this career path. Or else you would never. I feel like once you have that, and you're like, wow, this is really for me. Nothing can stop you. You're gonna get whatever you need done academically, outside of academics, to get there. You know what I'm saying?
That's the end goal right there.
So that's huge. That's good stuff.
So I just want to say, I came from a non-privileged background, so you just gotta work for what you believe in, and everything was kind of hard to come by. So you just gotta make the most of every opportunity that you get. And of course, it's not something that anybody can do, but you just gotta put your mind to it, and put the dedication and time and work into what you believe in.
And if anyone else has any other questions and relates and connects to Kevin's story and his background and his path to getting to where he is today, then feel free to comment down below. We'll have Kevin back anytime. We'll answer those questions. And the whole purpose of this channel is to really lend an assisting hand and relate and bring different variety of stories to students out there that can connect to it, and we can answer those questions. And this whole channel is about helping out, making a community that's warm and welcoming, so we can always, guide you to the next step. I want to thank you, Kevin, for coming on. We're always in there, baby. Till next time, guys. Peace.